In the deep recesses of human history, where light and shadow entwine upon the canvas of existence, there emerges a paradox so profound that it defies reason. The most damning souls, steeped in vice and cruelty, often ascend to the highest pinnacles of power. Like figures captured by the masterful strokes of a Renaissance painter, these individuals wear masks of splendor and command respect, even as their hearts harbor darkness. Tonight, as we traverse the corridors of time and memory, we shall witness the birth of ambition in its rawest form. Imagine, if you will, an old master's painting, a canvas brushed with somber hues of deep ebony and rich crimson, where every stroke is imbued with both beauty and tragedy. It is within this chiaroscuro of existence that our tale unfolds, a timeless inquiry into why the worst among us triumph, and what price is paid for that triumph. Our journey begins in an era not bound by time, a realm where ambition is both the artist and the medium, painting portraits of grandeur and decay upon the souls of men. Picture a vast hall, its lofty ceiling awash in the soft flickering glow of candlelight. Here on the walls hang portraits of noble figures from ages past, each one an allegory of human endeavor, their eyes following us with silent testimony. Yet amid these illustrious visages, one portrait stands apart, a face both mesmerizing and foreboding, half hidden in shadow. This is the face of power, unbridled by scruples, the visage of a man who would see the world bend to his will regardless of the cost. It is said that greatness is often born of contradiction, the simultaneous manifestation of brilliance and corruption. And so, from the first hesitant brushstrokes of ambition, the seeds of a dark triumph were sown. As the early light of dawn casts its delicate glow upon a sleeping world, we see that the origins of power are not always noble. Sometimes they are forged in the crucible of a solitary soul, whose inner fire is fed by an insatiable hunger to dominate, to conquer, and to endure beyond the fleeting judgments of mortal men. To truly grasp why the worst seem to succeed, we must first delineate what is meant by the worst. In modern discourse, we speak of the dark triad: narcissism, psychopathy, and Machiavellianism. These are not mere adjectives, but deep, immutable traits that, when intertwined, create a potent elixir of ambition and ruthlessness. In the style of a 16th century portrait, consider the image of a man whose eyes burn with an inner fire, a fire that, like molten gold, can both inspire and corrupt. His countenance is chiseled with the precision of a master sculptor, yet beneath the veneer of perfection lies a heart as cold and unyielding as stone. His smile, though enigmatic and disarming, conceals a propensity for manipulation, for turning empathy into a tool of domination. Scholars of human nature have long observed that such traits enable one to navigate the treacherous waters of ambition. For in the arena of power, where risks are taken and destinies are forged, a certain measure of ruthlessness is rewarded. The halo effect, where a single positive attribute blinds us to darker qualities, allows a man of such character to be seen as a paragon of competence and vision, even as he subverts the very essence of morality. How then do these dark figures ensnare the hearts and minds of those around them? Their art is one of subtle manipulation, a delicate dance of charm and calculated cruelty. In the halls of power, these individuals wield their influence like a master painter wields a brush, each stroke designed to deceive, to persuade, and to ultimately control. Picture for a moment an 18th century court, a grand, opulent chamber lit by flickering candles, where a charismatic nobleman moves with an elegance that belies his hidden agenda. His words, as smooth and shimmering as silk, captivate his audience. With each carefully measured gesture, he weaves a tapestry of illusion that blinds even the most discerning eye. This is the power of the manipulator, a power derived not solely from intellect or strength, but from the keen ability to exploit the innate biases of human perception. Modern studies reveal that cognitive biases, such as confirmation bias, where we seek evidence to validate our preconceived notions, and the halo effect, make us all susceptible to such influence. When we encounter a figure radiating confidence and brilliance, we are often too eager to overlook the darker currents that run beneath. Thus, a leader who would otherwise be condemned for his moral failings becomes, in our eyes, a visionary, an icon of progress even as he treads upon the values that bind society together. Yet the story of dark triumph is not told solely by the deeds of the individual. It is also written by the society that elevates him. Our cultural institutions, be they political, economic, or media-driven, often reward audacity over humility and success over virtue. In the relentless pursuit of achievement, the very structures designed to uphold moral order become complicit in celebrating the most ruthless. Across the ages, from the courts of ancient emperors to the modern boardrooms of multinational corporations, there have been those whose ambition eclipsed their ethics. In the gilded halls of power, the clamor for results often drowns out the soft whispers of conscience. For every virtuous leader, there are those who achieve greatness through deception, whose methods, though ethically bankrupt, yield tangible rewards. This societal endorsement of the dark is not an aberration, but a reflection of our collective priorities. A testament to the fact that, in the calculus of success, efficiency and results frequently trump morality. Consider the allegorical fresco of an ancient chapel where saints and sinners share a single canvas. Here, the divine and the profane exist side by side, a stark reminder that human ambition is a complex tapestry woven from threads of both light and darkness. In our modern era, this paradox remains unchanged. The competitive markets, the insatiable appetite of media for sensationalism, and even the algorithms that govern our digital lives all conspire to amplify the voice of the audacious, often at the expense of the ethical. And yet, within the vast canvas of darkness, there lies the potential for a different kind of triumph. A triumph not of domination, but of redemption. For every shadow cast by ruthless ambition, there exists the promise of light. A promise that the human spirit, when nourished by empathy and wisdom, can overcome even the most formidable darkness. In the quiet solitude of a monastery, far removed from the cacophony of power and ambition, one might find solace in the gentle practice of mindfulness, a discipline that teaches us to see beyond the illusions of external success and to nurture the inner light. It is here, amid the serene brushstrokes of meditation and self-reflection, that we glimpse the possibility of ethical renewal, a future where ambition and virtue coexist in harmonious balance. Imagine an old master's landscape painting, where storm clouds slowly part to reveal a radiant dawn. In that moment of fragile beauty, we are reminded that while the darkness of corruption may hold sway for a time, the promise of redemption is ever present. A light that, once kindled, has the power to transform not only individuals but entire societies. As our journey through the shadows draws to a close, we are left with a timeless lesson: that the true measure of success is not found in the accumulation of power, but in the capacity to wield that power with integrity and compassion. Though the dark triumph of the worst may command our attention, it is the light of ethical resolve that holds the promise of a better tomorrow.